What if the person you loved the most believed you betrayed them and spent years punishing you for something you never did? What if love turned into resentment and marriage became a place of suffering instead of safety? Today's story is not just about romance, it is about misunderstanding, silence, regret, and how love can lose its dignity when truth is buried. This is the heartbreaking story of Xu Fanxing and Shen Xingchen. Make sure you watch till the end because this story will leave a deep impact on how you see love and forgiveness. Xu Fanxing and Shen Xingchen were childhood sweethearts who grew up together. From a very young age, they shared a bond that was deeper than friendship. Shen Xingchen was quiet and emotionally sensitive, while Xu Fanxing was strong, warm, and protective. Whenever Shen Xingchen felt scared or helpless, Xu Fanxing was always the one standing beside him. To him, she was his comfort, his courage, and his safe place. As they grew older, their feelings naturally turned into love. They dreamed about a future together and believed nothing could separate them. Shen Xingchen trusted Xu Fanxing completely. In his heart, she was the one person who would never abandon him, no matter what happened. Their love felt pure, steady, and unbreakable. But everything changed because of one devastating fire. That night became the turning point of their lives. In the chaos of flames, smoke, and fear, Shen Xingchen believed that Xu Fanxing abandoned him. He believed that when his life was in danger, she chose to escape and leave him behind on purpose. No explanation reached him, and no truth was revealed. What remained was only pain and anger. Shen Xingchen survived the fire, but his heart was no longer the same. The love he once felt slowly turned into resentment. In his mind, the girl who once promised to stay forever had broken that promise in the cruelest way. Meanwhile, Xu Fanxing walked away from that night carrying a guilt no one could see, a truth she never spoke, and a wound that never healed. Years later, fate brought them together again, but not in the way anyone expected. They became husband and wife. To the outside world, it looked like a reunion of childhood lovers, a beautiful ending written by destiny. But inside the marriage, there was no happiness. There was only misunderstanding and emotional distance. Shen Xingchen did not marry Xu Fanxing out of love. He married her to punish her. In his heart, this marriage was not forgiveness. It was revenge. From the very beginning, he treated her with coldness and cruelty. There was no warmth in his words, no kindness in his actions, and no respect in his behavior. Xu Fanxing entered the marriage with hope. She believed that time could heal old wounds, and that if she stayed by his side long enough, one day he would understand the truth. She believed that love meant endurance, even if it hurt. But she did not expect the pain to be so deep and endless. During their 3 years of marriage, Shen Xingchen submitted 100 unreasonable divorce requests. These requests were not because he truly wanted to end the marriage. They were a tool. Every time he handed her the divorce papers, he watched her closely. He watched her beg for forgiveness. He watched her apologize again and again. He watched her dignity slowly disappear. For Shen Xingchen, this was his way of taking revenge for the pain he believed she caused him. For Xu Fanxing, it was emotional torture. Each divorce request felt like another reminder that she was unworthy of love, another knife cutting into her heart. Yet, she never left. She endured everything in silence. She cooked for him, waited for him, and cared for him, even when he treated her like a stranger. No matter how cold he was, she remained gentle. No matter how cruel his words were, she accepted them. She believed that this suffering was her punishment, even though she never truly betrayed him. Over time, Xu Fanxing lost the confidence she once had. The strong and brave girl from the past slowly disappeared. In this marriage, love had no voice, only pain did. She cried alone, apologized endlessly, and lived every day walking on broken glass. Her love was slowly stripped of dignity. What Shen Xingchen did not know was that Xu Fanxing was hiding a truth that could change everything. The truth about the fire. That night, she did not abandon him. She tried to save him. She was forced into an impossible situation. She was injured, pushed away, and unable to return. But none of this reached Shen Xingchen. Xu Fanxing chose silence because she believed that telling the truth would only reopen his wounds. She thought bearing the pain alone was an act of love. But silence did not protect them. Instead, it allowed misunderstanding to grow deeper with each passing year. As time went on, Shen Xingchen began to notice things that did not match the image of betrayal he held onto. Xu Fanxing never defended herself. She never blamed him. She never explained anything, even when she was hurt the most. No matter how badly he treated her, she stayed. Slowly, doubt entered his heart. Why would someone who betrayed him endure so much humiliation? Why would she beg every time instead of leaving? Why did her eyes look emptier and more broken with each divorce request? The hatred that once felt strong began to feel heavy. Eventually, the truth came out. When Shen Xingchen finally learned what truly happened on the night of the fire, his world collapsed. Everything he believed for years was wrong. Xu Fanxing did not abandon him. She loved him all along. Every tear she cried, every apology she made, and every moment of humiliation suddenly made sense. The realization was devastating. Shen Xingchen understood that he didn't just hurt her, he destroyed her dignity piece by piece. The woman he punished was the same girl who once protected him, believed in him, and chose him without hesitation. But regret always comes too late. Xu Fanxing was exhausted, not in her body, but in her heart. Years of emotional suffering had drained her completely. Love without respect is not love. It is sacrifice without boundaries. And now the question was no longer about whether Shen Xingchen could forgive her. It was about whether she still had the strength to forgive him. This story is not just a love story. It is a reminder that misunderstanding can ruin even the deepest connection, that silence can be more harmful than truth, and that love without dignity slowly turns into pain. If you have ever been misunderstood or stayed silent to protect someone you love, this story will stay with you long after this video ends. Please make sure you watch till the end because stories like this teach us not only about love, but also about valuing ourselves. If this story touched your heart, like the video and subscribe for more emotional K-drama stories and explanations.